Okay, before we even start this video, I'm gonna go ahead and disclaim that this is not my choice of blanket. This is a blanket. This is my girlfriend's blanket. She leaves here. And I'm not gonna lie, it's warm, but it is pink, so I don't want y'all to think I chose that. But this is not about my bedroom. This video is about the garage. Am I blessed that the garage is connected to my bedroom? It's a blessing. It's a gift and a curse. Sometimes I'll have an idea at like, 2 in the morning, and I could definitely just, come in here and execute. So it'll just be late at night, lights are off, and I'm like, hold up, I have an idea. I come into the garage, flick one switch, and I'm stuck. For the sake of the video, I moved the Honda Civic out of the garage so you can kind of see a little bit more of what's going on in here. So I moved my bike over here. My bike's usually always kept here next to the workbench with my with the slow charger that I leave it on. These bicycles are usually moved off to the side, and so on and so forth. This is just to show you my abode, like how we get down in the garage versus like some people, their garages are completely shop oriented. Like, I want anyone who comes in here to feel comfortable. So let's start off with a little caddy corner right here. God bless America, because this is where we live. Got some artifacts up here. Homie's favorite beer. Everyone loves 805. The way we got this was a Obey paint can, which is usually the design that they use for like, or not design, I'm sorry, a product display that they use in streetwear stores. The local streetwear store is closing down, so we just took it. Got some handlebars here. I could actually show you these. That would kind of help get the video going. These are just some regular narrow apes. I hate when people call them mini apes because they're technically apes already. Mini apes are like, 6, 8 inch. These are like 14, 12 inch. These are apes. They're just not freaking giant, but these are apes. I've had more bars before, but clearly I only have so much room and you can only run one bar at a time, so it doesn't make sense. These are actually the stock Sportster bars off of Anthony's 72. He just kept them over here just in case he feels like switching up. These right here are my personal favorites. These are off, I believe, I want to say they're off in 1973, something like that. Pretty much they're the stock bars that go on a 1973 Sportster. So they're real kick back, really relaxed grip. Really nice. Dave had some bars similar. He has a 1980 Sportster Buckhorns. I really like these more because of the bends. Like, they're really sharp with the bends, and I don't know, these are my personal favorite. But yeah, you could see how they would have a very relaxed feel to them. Like, I'm sure you get it. Like, it feels great. I just haven't put them back on yet because I'm just really digging this setup I have right now. So I like to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But like, I definitely have not adhered to that saying. These were my favorite. Comfortably, they were my favorite. But what I just didn't like is how they sat on my front end specifically. Because on my front end, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the risers are so far back that when I ran my tall risers back here, or even these, the bars would be comfy, but they're so set back here that it looked funky how far it was from the forks. So like, these are comfy, but had they just sat further up, I'd be real comfy with these. I don't want to get rid of these just in case I got another bike. These are really comfy, and the way I got these was from a trade. These used to be a lot longer, but chopped them, brought them in real narrow, and I love them. It's just on my bike, it just look how close they were. I mean, it was comfy, but it just looked funky. It looked like I had a whole dashboard here. Keeping these because these are super comfy. Y'all could have a drinking game. You could say like, take a shot every time he says comfy, and y'all be gone by now. Yamaha tank, forgot how that was acquired. Oh, the homie Boozy gave me that. Just some other miscellaneous parts. I'm not gonna go completely in depth. We got some tires back here, wheels and tires. All still good. They're not cracked or anything. What else? Under here, you probably see under all this mess, this is actually a 1973 Sportster roller chassis. I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but I'll go ahead and pop a photo somewhere here in the video so you guys can see it's back there. Miscellaneous motorcycle and bicycle parts. And yes, I do mod and like customize bicycles and stuff. This is the most luxurious part right here. This is the washing and drying, as you've seen in a couple videos. This is my water that I'm drinking right now because it's hot. I can go a little bit more in depth on my bike, which I think I'm gonna do. I just don't wanna make this whole video just about the bike. I want you to get a feel of like how it is in here. Trash, clearly, trash. Look at that, hands free, you know what I'm saying? This I actually got from the swap meet for I think $8. He wanted $10 for it and I had 8. Clamped it on, life's good. This whole workbench itself actually got for free pretty much in a trade. The homie Boozy wanted to trade, I believe it was an exhaust that he had that instead of just selling it, he wanted to trade on top for a bunch of old stuff that this guy had in his garage. Included was an old table. It was just rotting in my backyard because Boozy let me have it and he was like, yeah, do what you want with it. I let it rot forever until finally I made some room in the garage and made it work. It's not the most like legit table ever, but my saying is if it's for free, it's for me. And you know, it was free. Thank you, Boozy. Just took a little time to put it together. A little collection of bikes that you've seen in the last video. Here's a mini version of my car. Even though it's not in the garage, it's still in the garage. Pegboard slapped on there with these little bar thingies. I guess like the last guy who had this workbench used this as like a crafts table and he put like his vinyl and stuff on there. This is a super cool piece right here. This is not a buck knife. I did actually have a buck. It was my favorite buck and I lost it when I was camping. But this I actually acquired on Craigslist a while ago. This is a really old K-bar knife, I believe. And it is, there are some numbers on it that are really hard to see. I think we did run them and it did trace back to something really old, possibly World War II. I don't want to act like I'd be knowing like all about it and some freaking knife geek comes out here and just schools me. But yeah, this is a really old piece. It was really dull, and I remember when the lady sold it to me, she was like, oh, this will make a real good centerpiece, and because it was real dull. And I told her, I was like, no, I have a sharpening stone. I intend to use this. And she said that her husband had put this through hell and back and said that it is like the sturdiest thing ever. So I'm gonna keep that. That is my daily. And when I say daily, I don't mean I'm gonna walk around with this thing. I mean like camping, cutting things. You know, it's my little go-to tool. These are all the immediate tools, I believe. Hold up, did I have this right? Screwdrivers, C-clamps, mini ratchet, these little sockets. Pretty much everything you see here is regular on the daily use. These are my helmets. This one, just have it for sale sitting. It's a 1972 Bonaire. This one is a, I don't know, 1980 something repadded that I did. And then this is my current helmet. I forgot what it is. It's a Arthur Fulmer. There we go. It's a Fulmer helmet. It's a AF20. It used to be sparkly red too. I just blasted it black because my whole purpose of getting this Fulmer after this is that I wanted to keep a sparkly helmet just to kick it and then a black one just to be like chilling. So I'm really happy with this. This is a Springer front end for another bicycle. In case I build another one personally for myself, I'll have an extended Springer front for a 26-inch. Shout out to Scott, again, support yourself. And John for the super cool bag that I use all the time when we're out riding, getting groceries, or even if I swap meet it. This helps so much. It just shoves stuff in there, wrap it on the sissy bar, and you're good to go. Got a little pocket for like smaller items, so it's really cool. This is like, I'd say, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff to clean on my bike or my cars, but this is where I do keep cleaning stuff, you know, like waxes, glass cleaner, simple green, polish, all that stuff. All that good stuff is kept up on this shelf. This is, actually, I got this from the thrift, no, I got this from the swap meet. Buck. Just $1. The sticker I got a while ago. I forgot where I got it. Somewhere online, eBay or something. And a little spare gas canteen, just in case like we go a little further. My tank on my bike is a lot smaller than most motorcycles, to where it's like I'd be filling up every 50 miles. So if ever I get caught up on a freeway and I need to fill up, this will take me off the exit at least. This is a cheap little Harbor Freight MIG welder, and yeah, flux core. It worked. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, a lot of the welds on this thing, me and my friends have done on this bike and other bikes, and life's still good. So don't knock it till you try it. And I'm sure crazy welders are gonna grill me for that, but whatever. Towels all here, brand new, some washed. Degreasers, tools, miscellaneous. But I mean, like, they all have their own purpose. Like, anyone who's ever worked on their bike in here knows that there is a groove to this. Like, there's electrical, there's like cutting. Motorcycle jack got for like $40 in Brea a few years ago. This is my girlfriend's yoga mat and her resistance band. It's like for like working out and stuff like that, squats and all that. You're probably wondering like, why is that here? It's because we work out in here. These are my weights. It's all I use. It's all I've ever used for years. These are two 30-pound weights. So what you see here are 10 plates and then 5 plates on each side. And yeah, those things will keep you fit, and you just gotta stay stay on it, but that's all I've ever worked out with some like light running and like other cardio and shadow box. That's all I need. I've never had a gym pass. I've never been in a gym. I've never messed with any of that, and gym passes are like unnecessary. They're just, you know, the payment is forcing you to get up and go, to where working out at home is self-accountability, and it builds more character because there's no one driving you other than yourself. So yeah, that's why I've always prided myself. Plus, I don't like big crowds. This couch we actually got for free right down the street. I remember there was nothing here. It was just an open garage. We had a Christmas tree in here. My bike wasn't even finished. And the homie Bear was driving by in his pickup truck to kick it. And he comes by and he's like, "You want a free couch?" And I thought he had it with him, and actually he drove by in our neighborhood and saw a couch being given away. So we're like, what the heck? Yeah. So we hop in his truck, literally take a lap around the block, throw it in, and here it is. Y'all probably thinking that this blanket's on here because like the cushions are ripped and crusty. Look at this, brand new, nothing wrong with it. It's just a lot easier to wash the blanket than it is to like, you know, take off the covers of the seat, and I completely messed this up just for the video. Look at me. Comfiest pillows ever. This is our little memory corner, so when coronavirus is over and people could just come by and kick it, they could see photo albums. This was a Polaroid one that we were starting before we decided to just shoot 35mm film, because Polaroids are expensive as hell. It's like $1 a photo or something like that, but can't deny that attaining instant photos is pretty rewarding. You just shoot and take them. And yeah, these are some stuff right here. These are my girlfriend's little drawings of all the homies. Yeah, so this is one that, you know, we clearly slowed down on, only because Polaroids are hella expensive, and me and her do way too much to where we would have filled that up real quick and spent so much money versus just shooting film in general. So these are all photos from disposables, and from like, some are from disposables, a lot are from our cameras, as you guys remember from the other video, and we have a bunch of other stuff here too, so that's all that. And that's the thing, when you're watching this video, you see other things that I'm not pointing out. I mean, this is how the video works. I can only see one thing at a time. You guys are seeing everything. These are my girlfriend's magazines. You'd think they were mine, but this is her collection. This is not mine. This is hot garbage. Gotta give this back to the homie Dave. This is a Easy Rider reissue. The original Easy Rider magazines that you were seeing right there, since 1970, it says it right there. They tried to reissue it recently, and it is, look at, what is this? Hot garbage. I don't know what they're trying to do here. It's just it's posh. It's posh, it's preppy. It's a coffee table book. It just sucks. And the articles really suck. But my girlfriend really fell in love with these original ones, because I had one copy of Easy Riders that my neighbor gave me. And from there, she read a couple of the short stories, articles, columns. She was really digging it. Not just to be like a hipster about it. My girlfriend is just such a free spirit. She does not let anything go by as like a phase or, I don't know, different aesthetic. She's not all into that. Some girls are just thoughts about that and get all into a certain vibe or a certain thing just for the sake of it. My girlfriend is such a free spirit that, or whatever she's drawn to, she just gets into it, and that's how it goes. And these magazines really got her. And it's not like she's tripping on like the vibes or whatever those little hipster girls say. The articles are genuine, they're funny, things were a lot different back then. They can get away with a lot of stuff. The material, you know, the write-ups on things. There's certain columns in here that she loves, and she's just been collecting a couple of them, and yeah, she really digs them. They're all from like 1973, late 70s and stuff like that. I think I covered mainly what's in the garage. It's, other than miscellaneous stuff everywhere, there are real sections here that really work out. The car wash stuff is down there, buffer, polish, all that stuff, oil. So you see like the technical side of things. I could just show you the little witty stuff. I mean, like, there's also this. That's the homie Boozy. Yeah, these are some old beer cans, really old TV that we got, me and my girlfriend got for free, actually, as we were just riding bicycles through our neighborhood and stuff. And then, yeah, we just saw a TV all dusty trying to get thrown out. We just cleaned it up. It's a Zenith, it works. So we got it right there. Old Easy Riders poster. That Easy Rider is such a staple movie. Like, it's not even about like choppers or stuff like that. It's just the first plotless Americana type free spirit movie. It's just open roads, no real structure. It's a really good movie. You guys need to watch it. Motorcycles or no motorcycles. Let's move on to this, because I could go off on every little thing in here, but let's not. This right here is my 1980 Ironhead. There will be another video. I will make another video where I'm gonna go in depth with this, but I cannot do that right now because this thing will just drag. But let's just keep it short and sweet for this. 1980 Ironhead. Everything else was mismatched and mixed matched. Swap meet parts, a lot of like Craigslist, random things like that. There are clearly some items that were purchased for the sake of it, but for my bike, the way I am, I do not like to just click, wait, order, buy, plug and play. Not to be a hipster about it, but I love to have a little story on things. It's like, I don't know, like these heat shields were off of like a complete exhaust off like a Softail that we got on a Craigslist meetup for some other parts that my friend is getting, and he actually included these old, really gangster Bates foot pegs, which I guess are pretty expensive. These aren't remade Bates foot pegs, these are legit. What else? I don't want to point out everything on here. I'll make a legit video one day, but like this ain't it. Front end is a 12 over girder. Columbus Customs Manufacturing is stamped on there, but there's still no records of this front end existing. So I'm thinking someone who worked there just made this, and then like I somehow have it now. Yeah, I'd like you guys to like ask certain questions on the videos. That way I can work off of what you guys want to know. So like when I do a walkthrough of this bike, what else are you guys looking for? This was really easy to make. I was gonna make a video on this, but I couldn't find my tripod and I was lazy. But these pipes right here, I'm gonna be real. eBay for both of these 60-degree bends, eBay for these tips. All you have to do is measure your inner and outer diameter of your pipes and you can make it happen. Tack weld and life's good. So that's all that. This back seat is literally double side taped on there. Y'all think I'm kidding, but it's literally double side taped on there, and mine's held with a belt, and me and my girlfriend are rocking. So yeah, I don't want to get way too into it, but I will make a video though. I will make a video. Like, I'm gonna go off on every detail and you guys are gonna get sick of it. Oh, of course, one of my biggest flexes, not really one of my biggest, but a flex to me is that same saying, if it's for free, it's for me. So free couch, free workbench, free stool. This stool was actually out in another neighborhood while we were biking. Like, people were sending out trash, and this was like faded red. The wheels were all choppy and broken. So me telling my girlfriend, like, she didn't have her basket at the time and I wouldn't even let her ride with this. I was just holding this with one arm, riding my bike in the neighborhood, and then took it home, resprayed it with like black vinyl fabric spray. It's on there, it ain't scratching off, so it looks fresh. And then I went to the swap meet, put like $6, $7 down on some new wheels, and like we are in business. So that was free and that was for me. At this point I feel like I'm just rambling. I had to get a video out. You know how hard it is to come out with 2 videos a week? Sometimes I'll be doing stuff that's hella personal with my girlfriend that I'm not trying to like record everything. So like bear with me. I still want to stick to my 2 videos a week. I wanted to go ride and do something, but like everyone's busy and I'm not just gonna make a video of me riding. I don't know, that could get old real fast. Oh, before I end the video, this is a trusty engine hoist. I remember I bought it a while ago and I was saying like all it takes is one person to purchase a cherry picker. From there it's like endless use. So I've used it a few times and then people have needed to borrow it, so there they go. I'm all about helping people out. Moon clock, got this one from the SoCal Cycle Swap a while ago. Got it for cheap. The time is slow on it because it only runs on 1 battery, so it starts running slow really quick. So it says it's like 8:30. What time does it say? It says like it's like 8:45. In actuality, it's like 1 o'clock. I just thought about it. That's a wrap. I'm gonna go shut this thing down. Comment anything below. We'll get the ball rolling for another video soon. Thank you for always like tuning in. Remember, when I'm making these videos, I'm not thinking like, oh, what cool thing are they gonna watch this week? That's not what I'm thinking about. What I'm thinking about is, you know, 40, 50 years down the line, however old I am, or even if I'm dead, if anyone stumbles across these videos, I just want them to like actually be engaged and trip out and see things and, you know, feel involved. Because I could be pumping out cool, quote unquote, cool videos and stuff like that once a week, but like it's not gonna be genuine. And this is real. Sometimes I run out of stuff to film and like I want to give y'all something to work with, so thank you for working with me on this. Remember, my goal is not to be some crazy YouTube channel with a gazillion subscribers and sell hella merch and be one of those and get sponsors. I just want to leave something behind, you know, like if my grandkids or even a stranger stumbles across this, they're gonna see a whole world that they didn't even realize was even a thing. I mean, usually Honda guys are Honda guys, or chopper dudes are all chop-tastic, or girlfriend dudes are all lovey-dovey and never have time for anything. I want this to show, because what unaffiliated means is literally, through any other dictionary or whatever, is the exact definition of what we stand for, which is not being affiliated or a part of anything in specific. So I'm not a chopper dude. I'm not a lowrider dude. I am not a Honda dude. I'm not a 240 dude. I'm not a freaking cuddly, wuddly, schnookums girlfriend dude. We're just doing us, and we want you to do you. And that's the whole thing about this channel. So thank you so much But yeah, we'll just keep the ball rolling. Look, I could get 10 views a video and I'll still be pumping them out the same way I do. And I'm just hoping that whoever watches this in the future sees that. Be unapologetically yourself and do whatever makes you happy. Because when you are a little kid at school, they always tell you what you want to be when you grow up. But the true question is, what do you want to leave behind? And this is my little thing I'm leaving behind. Thank you for rocking. Good night. Imagine. Add applause here.